a lot of marketers, a lot of online entrepreneurs find it difficult to be able to balance between content that they love to create or they want to create and content that add value to their ideal audience and content that is going viral. Now, in order for you to make sales online, you need to be able to perfectly align these three types of content together. Creating content about you or about personal experience, creating content that can go viral, and also creating content that can add good value to your audience. If you can balance this, you can make money. And all of this is needed to grow your YouTube channel. But I want to say this quickly. One of the biggest issue a lot of people have, a lot of marketers, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of online entrepreneurs do have, is balancing between content that their audience actually needs. So they feel like there is a type of content that their audience needs that their audience is not aware of. So even though the algorithm, YouTube is telling them something different, they go ahead and create that content that they think their audience needs and end up getting low views because that is not the content their audience want to watch. I'll give you a typical example. Now, most of the time, if you create videos on how to make, or you've seen those videos like in $2 every seconds, you will see these types of videos getting views. You can see this video gets like 500k views. But then if you make a video on how to start a business, how to start an online business, this video may actually just tank and get you 500 views. Now, this is exactly the type of content people want to watch. So they want to, so it's want. Now, this is actually the content that people need. But the algorithm pushes these types of content more and gives these types of content low views. Because ideally, the truth is your audience do not even know what they need. Human beings don't know what they need. And that is why we waste money buying a lot of things that we do not need. We waste money on things that gives us pride and a lot of things. So we do not really know what we need. And this is a clear example. You've seen this all over YouTube. Earn $1 every second gets more views than how to start a business or how to grow a business in 2026. It's obvious. Except for people that already know the value of growing a business and knowing that the real route to make money online is starting an online business and not looking for hacks or tricks. That is the only people that it works for. So how do you balance content like this with content like this in order for you to be able to pay the bills, in order for you to make sales? That is exactly what I want to share with you in this video. So there are three types of content that everyone should create on their YouTube channel or on social media. And the first one is virality content. The second is going to be value. And the third is going to be your personal view. Now, all three types of content are important and you need to strike a balance between these. Now, virality is going to grow your channel. So it's going to grow your audience faster. So it's going to get you more views, more subscribers. But also another thing it's going to do is going to give you low quality subscribers. So low quality subscribers. Now, it's going to give you a lot of subscribers that would not really understand your value. So when you create a value content, they would not really understand and they may not watch. So you might see virality content doing like 500k views, maybe not up to that 10k views, maybe like 30k views. And then your value content should be able to build trust. So you want to build trust with your value content. Build trust. Now, content for virality, you need more editing, maybe sometimes make it fast-paced. But value-based content, you don't really need much because the people that understand your value are going to sit down and watch your videos. Maybe you need some good editing to just keep them engaged, so it's not just all flat. But you basically, people that understand the value you want to give would sit down and watch because it's there to build trust. This is when you start making videos like that are like 20 minutes long, 10 minutes long, and you start showing them the real tricks, the real things that they need. So here you are just showing things or making videos on wants and the algorithm. So all this is to feed the algorithm, what the algorithm is pushing. But right here, you are making videos for needs and for subs, for your loyal subscribers, so your loyal subscribers. Yeah. And so it can be 10 minutes, 20 minutes video, long form videos that gives full details. Could be 1 hour video, like long video that gives full idea, build trust. Now, your personal view, these are topics that you really want to create. Like, you really want to create this video because you think it's going to be helpful. Now, this video may not really get much views. For value, you may start getting maybe around 2K views. Maybe you can get 5K. And if you're a big channel, you can get 10K. But for personal view, this is to build bonding. So build bonding, like bonding. Let people know you beyond your value and beyond your content. So in my own case on Instagram, I upload videos about my weight loss journey or stuff. Sometimes I sing on my TikTok. Sometimes I give crazy take about society views. So it's just to move myself outside of the niche of my content, outside of my main focus and main value. So personal view to build bonding. Very important. Now these videos may not really do well. These videos may even just spawn around 5 minutes or even 10 minutes and it may just be 500 views or sometimes maybe 1K views. If you're a big channel, you can also see like 5K views. But you need to be able to merge these three forms of content in order for you to grow. Now, how do you merge these three forms of content? Now, my best strategy has always been this. And for me personally, because I'm more focused on value, So I really do not do virality on this channel. I don't do it. I just focus on value and personal view. Because I believe personally, and this is not for everyone, but I believe that 50 persons is a lot of people. Like 50 persons. Like when we're growing up in our class, we are not more than 50. So it's a lot of persons already. So if I get 50 views, I'm okay. I'm more about the value. Now, am I going to grow? Yes, you're going to grow, but you're going to go slower. But if you want to grow and be able to pay your bills, value is what you need. 50 persons. Now, for viral content, you may get 500K views, and your product, the product you are selling, no one is going to buy it. It's the truth. I've created a viral channel in the crypto space, got over like 8 million views in totality of the channel, and not one person clicked to buy the product. And the product was just $50. Meanwhile, I've had a channel that was doing around 400 views, make over like 4 million naira in like a month. The difference between a value-based and virality channel is so clear. So virality, I'm getting like those videos I got like 120K views, 80K views, 50K views, and not one person clicked a $50 product. But right here, I was doing 200 views, 300 views. I think the max should be 400. Sometimes I just get 800 value-based. I did 4 million, which is close to like $2,000 plus in a month with 200, 400 views because it's all valued. People that watch this video want to learn. People that watch this video want to know more. Value packed. And also talking about personal view too. So it's very important. So it depends on what you want to go through. But if you are growing your channel and some of you are really, really invested into the metrics, I need more subs, I need more watch hours, I need to get monetized. Meanwhile, monetization is the slowest way to make money. But if you are into that, then you need to be able to combine virality, value, and personal view on your YouTube channel. Now, let me give you a simple formula that I use. So the simple formula that I use for value, virality, and personal view is this formula. So it all depends on my upload frequency. So if I'm uploading 3 times weekly, it means I'll do 1 viral, 1 value, 1 personal view. If I'm uploading every day, that is 7 times. What I ideally do is upload virality 3 times, and then I can decide and go for value 3 times, and then 1 for personal view, or I do 2. It all depends. But let me share with you something that is even much more important, and this is the best strategy. It's actually combining virality with value, or sometimes combining virality with personal views, because it's obvious virality is going to get us more views, but we also need value to be able to sell our product, and we also need personal view to be able to sell our product. So what do? Let me give you a simple example. So while I was in the crypto niche, a lot of time I was talking about this hamster combat. A lot of you know that airdrop. Yeah. So I was talking about Hamster Combat and I was talking about airdrops. Now, normally, this particular niche is a low quality niche. A lot of people that were there cannot afford to buy your product. So what did I do? I discovered a loophole. Now I discovered that a lot of people that are in this space do not have idea about Bybit, which is a crypto trading app, do not have an idea about Bjet, do not have idea about Binance and other applications in the crypto space. So I needed value. Now, for virality content, I was talking about Hamster Combat. For some of you that are familiar with it, how to get the airdrop, profit per hour, and the rest of that. For value content, I was focused on promoting these companies because these right here are high valued company that can make me money. So my product was around this. So I created a video on how to create an account on Bybit, did around 8K, got over like I think 2,000 signups, and these signups went ahead to make me money. So value. So the way I structure my video was this. Let me give you an example of one of the topics. One of the topics was how to create a Bybit account and get Hamster airdrop. Yeah, leveraging Hamster as the virality topic with value as creating a Bybit account. Perfect strategy to get some views from going viral and also adding value, which in turn turns to money. It's simple. So if you are able to combine virality in your niche with value, makes sense. I'll give you another example of what I did. I also did this. So there was a time I'm talking about wanted to launch, and people need to actually get create Bybit, connect Bybit, connect Bjet, and other app. And I did this. I made another video how to create a Bybit account and connect to Hamster Combat airdrop. Perfect virality hook with value. And so people create Bybit account using my referral link, and I got sign up, which in turn turns to money, affiliate commission. And some of them still pay me still today because these commissions and this sign up were lifetime. So if you can be able to combine that, it's going to work perfectly for you. Very much perfectly. You can see another example. There was a time on YouTube where AI was going viral and people started creating channels talking about AI, and some persons combine it with value by saying AI video content. So they have courses on video content, AI pictures, ChatGPT, Midjourney, and the rest of them. Value and virality to be able to make money. So you need to be able to combine virality. But then, like I said, virality will make you almost no money. You are going to get ad revenue. What did I get? In total of Hamster Combat time, got over like 8 million views. I don't think I got up to like more than 4K. But I can promise you that if you get 8 million views on a value content, you're already a millionaire. It's obvious, even if you're selling a $50 product or even a $10 product. But in total, I was able to get this for, is it up to, yeah, somewhere around that, which is very, very low compared to how much you would get if you don't even need this. In the value pack content, you can get 1 million or even 500K and do this. That is how value works. So at this point in time, in order for you to create content that pays the bills, as much as combining these views, you also need to look at what pays the bills. Virality do not pay the bill, but what pays the bills is value. So if you can combine virality and value, it's fine. If you can combine virality and your personal view, it's also fine. But if you can't, try to focus on more value, less virality. Because virality, like I said, gives you low quality audience that may not necessarily, and most times, will not watch your value content. Yes. And that is the reason why most marketers hate this social media called TikTok. Because TikTok works on virality. And check on the marketing strategy for most marketers. TikTok has their lowest return. Yeah, they can be doing millions of views on TikTok, but they are not making sales on TikTok. They are not, because it's all on virality. But then on YouTube, that they are doing lesser amount of views, lesser amount of engagement, they are making millions because value is always greater than virality.